out there and watching or not watching or maybe just listening because I can't get this thing going. Let me see if I can find this. Got it. Got it. Yo, that's that's me. Matt Fox from Matt Fox on the Tube right here, talking to you guys out of Rostock, Germany. And today is just like any other day, the Trump administration continuing to violate court orders, continuing to break the law, and it's just too much. It's just too much for the American people to keep on accepting this bullshit. Let me go over a few things with you guys. First of all, like I said, I'm Matt Fox. Nice that you come to visit. And I am coming to you from Rostock, Germany. I am an American from Los Angeles, doing what I can do to put some information out there for my fellow Americans in America and my family as well. So let's get into it. Yesterday, Pam Bondi was before the Congress and supposed to um, share some sort of good information about the things that they're doing to release the Epstein files and to prosecute those people who were not prosecuted. Well, let me tell you something. Pam Bondi is a piece of crap. She sat there and did her normal thing, what she does, what Kash Patel does, what all of them do when they go before Congress, and that is to bring their burn book there with all the different Congress members that might be calling on them and full of insults and other stuff to annoy the Congress members and waste time. Um, in Congress, they are familiar with people like Bondi and Hegseth when they come in there with those books to insult the Congress members. Think it's really messed up. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have any problem with freaking a little bit of violence. I think that every time that one of them gets up there and freaking starts blabbering some kind of bullshit, they need to get a little slap across the face for that. You know what I'm saying? They ought to have some automatic thing and go, you know what I'm saying? Just cut that bullshit off because really, it ain't cool. We're trying to get some answers from them as to why the Epstein files, the Trump Epstein files, were not released in full. And so many people are being protected that shouldn't be protected. The women out there are sitting there. They come to the congressional hearing, and Pam Bondi ignores them. The same way they've been doing for years. These girls have been through a major situation in their dealings with Epstein. And, you know, for Pam Bondi to get in front of the Congress and ignore all of their claims, all of their hey, what's up, Goop Golfer? Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. You guys, I'm in Rostock, Germany, and I do this for my family and friends in America, and that's why I'm putting it out there for you guys, all right? So, Matt Fox, love you for watching. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. So, we were talking about what happened yesterday, right? Pam Bondi sitting over there with her book full of insults for, hey, Goof Watcher, love you too, man. All right. So, and, that's not really cool. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of women, over a thousand women, over 1,000. And these women they were talking about it. They were in Europe looking for young girls in Czechoslovakia, in all over in Romania, and they were picking up girls and bringing them back. These girls didn't have any money. They probably gave the families a little bit of money and said they're going to take them for a week or whatever and do some house cleaning or whatever, babysitting. I don't know what the lie was that they told the families. But in the end, these girls were all raped, sexually abused. You know what I'm saying? And you just cannot ignore that shit. But Pam Bondi, the head of the DOJ, is ignoring the girls. She is ignoring it. And I find it despicable, really despicable. Okay, let's go to the next subject. The next subject is you will be spied on. You will be spied on. All right? Let's check this out. At the hearing yesterday, the Pam Bondi had her little book there of all her insults and everything. And it had also the search results for the members that went over there and were able to look at the unredacted Trump Epstein files. Sorry, Jimmy Kimmel wanted to trademark that Trump Epstein files. I love it. I think it's good because his name is in the Epstein files. All right, get this. Trump's name is in the Epstein files more than God's name is mentioned in the Bible. Is that fucking that's fucking crazy. All right, so you guys, I was telling you guys, if you've been watching my podcast from before, I was telling you guys about what's fixing to happen. Palantir is going to be spying on American citizens. No, I am not German. Thanks for watching, though. And Spechen, there is a way, and it is going down. So Palantir's got these systems already cranked up. They are building facilities in different states around the country, and there's going to be a time when it's going to start going down, and it's going to be before the midterm elections, and they're going to be picking up American citizens as well. And another thing, Deutsche Republican. Yeah, I'm a Republican, but still. So listen, DHS, Tom Homan says in Minnesota they're winding down, right? Don't believe it. Okay, maybe they're taking some people out of Minnesota, but believe me, they have what they need. They have already got protesters' faces in the database. So they know who's protesting. And all those cities that are protesting, they're sitting there with a cell phone and they're registering your faces. They're registering your faces, and Palantir, the big tech company, will be using these facial recognition software and databases to bring it all together. And guess what? Later on, because the midterms are coming up, you guys, they cannot have the American public go into voting, say labor käse. Ew. I do not eat labor käse, and I do not. No way. Okay, America's done. Yeah, you're right. So anyway, so you guys, they're going to be freaking starting to pick people up. At some point, they're going to start picking people up and detaining people. And these facilities that they built are all over America. You can look it up on the internet, the facilities that are being built and actually where they're located. You can look that up. Now, I'm sorry that I'm not like super tech guy where I can throw you up a couple of screens. I'm doing this from my cell phone, so I'm sorry. But nevertheless, the DHS is not winding down. They are only arranging for a more equal assault on Americans who are already in the database. And I can tell you, it's not going to be a pretty thing. For those of you who have heard about the Trump administration talking about voter ID, you need to be worried about this. If you're one of the people in California that maybe your house got burned down, right? And maybe your ID and passport and everything, driver's license, everything, you lost everything. Well, when it comes time to vote, then you're out of there. Because the Trump administration wants you to have an ID. And if let's say you had a voter ID and it got burned up. What happens? You can't vote. So Trump administration is trying to stop that. All right. They're trying to get it to where you have a voter ID. And if you don't have a voter ID, they will not let you vote. So be worried about this. All right. I am a Republican and I'm sitting here doing this because Donald Trump is a piece of shit and he does not deserve to be president. I don't know how you guys elected a criminal to be in the office of the president. I did not. I did not vote because, yeah, I'm a Republican, but I'm not going to vote for Trump. So, but the thing is, when it comes time for the next vote, if you guys do not have a voter ID, then you're out of there. Maybe kind of look like one singer. Not sorry about the glasses. I got problems with bright lights, but still, nevertheless, the Trump administration is doing all they can to keep you guys from, yeah, from speaking, from getting together and protesting. They are doing all they can to keep things like that from happening, and they are spying on you, and therefore they are getting your pictures on their with their handies with their telephones and registering you into a facial recognition database. And yeah, it's not going to be pretty later on. You guys, I'm really feeling for you in America and all my friends and family over there because I'm worried that when it starts to go down, that me here in Germany, I can't do anything. I'm stuck. I'm stuck over here because I mean, I got a small kid over here. I have responsibilities. But you guys, you're over there and you need to stay safe. Stay safe. Watch out for one another, okay? And do what you can to help your neighbors, all right? I don't care if they got a brown skin or friggin', it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be looking at people for their skin colors. Look, if America didn't have an immigrant community, then what's the deal? We wouldn't have any Mexican restaurants. We wouldn't have any Indian restaurants. We wouldn't have any, you know what I'm saying? So what's the deal? Why don't we want them in? I like Mexican food. I do. I like Italian food. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, how are we going to have all these restaurants with foods from around the world, from people who are from other countries? How are we going to have all that in America if we don't have the people there? Think about it. So, and think about the voter ID thing that I just said. If you are one of those people that are affected by fires, or maybe your purse is stolen, or whatever, the Trump administration is trying to make it more difficult for you to go and vote. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. And I'm going to tell you what he's doing. Trump is trying to register people on his True Social website over there and trying to get all these people to register, although it's not federally accepted. And he is trying to use that to as a way to say, yeah, it needs to happen. Look at all these people, they are registered. No, because see, the fact is when something happens and there is a situation, I don't care what, a hurricane, fire, whatever, and people don't have access to their passports or their IDs, or maybe it got stolen. It doesn't matter. The Trump administration is making it more difficult, and we cannot let that happen. Listen, folks, Article 2, Section 4, get it done. I'm telling you, Donald Trump needs to be thrown out of office. All of his flunkies, I'm talking about from Rubio. I cannot believe how fucking what, man. The first time Rubio ran against Trump, that fool talked so bad about his old lady. And he just freaking goes and sucks up to him. All right. I'm getting pissed off, so I'm going to go ahead and go now. So, but listen, you guys stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't let anything happen to you. Protect your families, okay? I love you. Thank you for watching. And like I said, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And until next time, I'm Matt Fox, and this was Matt Fox on the Tube with Totally Out of Control News. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.